You know, one thing I did say to myself that I wasn't going to do any more Kendra G reviews, right? Simply because I just found that the majority of women who did call into her show were a bit ratchet and a lot too far to one side of what normal is for any man in his right mind to consider an eligible wife, right? Or even for someone who they should even procreate with. I mean, 4 or 5 baby daddies and, you know, the wigs and the freaking nails and so I just always felt like, and listen, don't get me wrong. It's just, and it's not like, oh, I think that I'm better than these women or my audience are more sophisticated. Well, actually, which they are. Because every man who's ever come into my comment section have just displayed total and utter disdain for the women that I have presented from the Kendra G show. However, and the reason why we're here is because there's a woman here who seems quite normal, but also display the same characteristics. And she displays more the normal characteristics that today's modern woman displays. Because she's 40, no kids, black woman, professional. But of course she has a way of thinking. And this is why I thought she was the perfect candidate to discuss today. All right. So, gentlemen, buckle up and welcome to another lesson with the older man featuring Kendra G singles. Because this, my friends, is the woman that you're going to meet out there. You're going to encounter this if you're on the dating market. All right. So let's get into it.
Cashel.
Cashel. And where are you calling me from?
I'm from Cleveland.
Cleveland. All right. Do you want your video to stay on the app or do you want it to go on social media too? Cashel, how old are you?
I'm 40.
40. And what you do for a living?
I'm an accountant.
Accountant. Do you have any kids?
I have one 14-year-old.
One 14. You ever been married?
Oops. I stand corrected. Hey, listen, I listened to this at 4:30 this morning. I didn't have my coffee. Things weren't clicking yet, right? So I didn't hear the 14-year-old. So here we are, single mom. One part of me already wanted to just turn it off, but let's go with it. Let's just go with it, gentlemen. Let's go with it. Because she seems like a pleasant enough woman, right? Or is she?
No.
Never married. And what's your zodiac sign?
Scorpio.
Scorpio. So we got Cashel, Cleveland, 40, Scorpio, is an accountant. Mom's a 14-year-old, never married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I am looking for a confident and driven man who has a leadership mindset, who has a good balance of being kind but also masculine, a good sense of humor, a elevated thought process and mindset, a man whose goal it is to be a husband, not to just have a wife, but to actually be a husband, who has a relationship with Christ and is grounded in the biblical faith, or the Christian faith. I want a man who understands the importance of discipline, who has self-awareness, and a man who prioritizes his family. I'm looking for a man who has good chemistry, that we could be friends, and a friendship within our romantic relationship. Thoughtful, considerate, attentive. Somebody who's self-aware and knows how to read the room. A man who is health conscious, and just overall cares about their not just physical health, mental health as well. And a man who understands the power of servant and sacrifice. And somebody who's well traveled and smell good.
Ooh, child, you got the long list.
Oh, gosh. Here we go. So I'm going to rewind this because I want you guys to recognize one simple characteristic of where she's at. I'm going to stop it after every single demand that she has. And I'm going to explain to you why she needs that. And you'll see one common theme. Okay?
What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I am looking for a confident and driven man who has a leadership mindset, who has a good balance of being kind, but also masculine.
All right. Driven, confident mindset, but masculine. So these are traits that are definitely towards catering to her needs. Simple. And it doesn't stop there. All of these traits that she have mentioned are going to be on the same themes. What are you doing for me?
A good sense of humor, a elevated thought process and mindset.
You must be able to entertain me. An elevated thought process. In other words, you must be aware that you have to entertain me.
A man whose goal it is to be a husband.
A husband. You must be able to provide and protect me.
Not to just have a wife, but to actually be a husband.
In other words, not just demand things from me or take things. You must be a husband first.
Who has a relationship with Christ.
Oh, that just summarizes it 100%. Any biblical man knows that his wife is important. His wife and the child. You got to be able to provide for my wife and child. So she's saying all of these things right up front without saying, I need a man to just take care of my ass. So all I'm trying to, just so you understand, gentlemen, I am trying to show you and identify when women say these things, it's all about a man that will do everything for her, especially when they come with the whole God-fearing and a biblical mindset. That's all she needs right now.
And it's grounded in the biblical faith or the Christian faith. I want a man who understands the importance of discipline, who has self-awareness, and a man who prioritizes his family.
Discipline, awareness, prioritize the family. Her, because she's 40. She's not having any more kids. So whose family? Her and another man's child.
I'm looking for a man who has good chemistry, that we could be friends.
Yeah, you got to be my friend because we're going to do all the friend stuff. You're going to be taking care of me. We're going to be going out on trips and traveling, and we're going to have fun because that's what friends do. Friends don't get together and work on a common goal together. No, friends go out and have fun.
And a friendship within our romantic relationship.
In other words, if I'm going to give you this punani, you better be giving me something else. And you better be giving me a lot of it because we're friends. You're not allowed to have any other friends. I am your friend.
Thoughtful, considerate, attentive.
Thoughtful, considerate. Me, give to me, give to me, give to me. Someone who's considerate is always thinking about her.
Somebody who's self-aware and knows how to read the room.
Read the room. Know when I need shit. Know when I need something. Figure it out and make sure that I'm taken care of. That's what she means by read the room. What other room is she talking about? You think this means that when they go to cocktails with their friends, or what do you think that means? Read the room basically means see when I need something and jump to attention.
A man who is health conscious, and just overall cares about their not just physical health, mental health as well. And a man who understands the power of servant and sacrifice.
Servant and sacrifice. You damn well don't gain any weight because I need to look at somebody good. You need to be able to serve and sacrifice for me.
And somebody who's well-traveled and smell good.
Oh, and of course, we're going to travel. And make sure you shower as well. Make sure you take a freaking bath, dude. So those are her requirements. Me, and me and my kid. Me and my child. Me and me. Wow. So, gentlemen, all you're identifying is very colorful ways that women define how you need to cater to them. That's all that is. I wonder if we're going to get into any of what she's going to do for that man. 40-year-old with a child.
Tell me your top 5 non-negotiables.
In that I just said,
Yes.
a man who's grounded in Christian faith is number one.
Okay.
A man who understands the importance of serving and sacrifice.
Okay.
Number 2, is confident. I cannot do people who are insecure. That's 3. Number 4, I think, would be kind, for sure, and considerate. Consideration is important.
Yeah. See, all of those things just clearly defines that she just want a sucker. She just want a sucker. She wants a guy to just sit there and cater to her. Kind and considerate. Biblical values. She isn't biblical. She had a bastard child. Hate to use that expression, but it's true. What's more unbiblical than that? Women put these so-called biblical values to men, but they're running around freaking spreading their legs to various, and what? They come to men saying, oh no, I'm a reformed Christian and I'm only adhere to biblical values now. And you, gentlemen, and I want a biblical man that adhere to, catering to his wife and family and child. Doesn't matter if it's another man's child. I just find this so-called mentality just unbelievably sickening, to the point that these are the quality of women that we men have to pick from on a daily freaking basis.
Okay. All right. And what are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers is people who want more kids. Anybody who wants me to have any more kids. Somebody who does not have a relationship with Christ. Lack of self-awareness. Lack of discipline. No sense of humor. And somebody who's not rational. Has a rational thought process. Bad hygiene. And I think this goes without saying, cheaters and liars, and somebody with a temper.
Yeah, I'm not going to give him a child. I'm not going to give him another child from my used up womb. He got to be able to provide and care for me and my child, and he can't stick his dick anywhere else. Woo, what a great deal. Gentlemen, which one of you guys want to jump on that bandwagon?
And somebody with a temper.
Okay. And
somebody with a temper. Oh, of course. I don't want him to object to anything that I say. He got to be able to take my shit, and he better not rebut it, because I'm going to push that son of a bitch. I'm going to push him hard. And if he gets angry with my bad behavior, he's out. He's not someone I want. So I just want a passive man who I will not give a baby to, that I can take whatever I want, and I can tell him whatever I want, and he has no right to push back at it. Have I got this right, gentlemen? You let me know if I got it wrong. But that's all I'm hearing.
Should he look a certain way?
Not necessarily. Just I mentioned somebody who has who cares about their physical health. So just somebody who takes care of themselves and takes pride in themselves and their appearance. So not necessarily looking a certain type of way, but those characteristics will just make you show up a certain type of way.
Okay. Should he make a certain amount of money?
Here we go. I haven't heard this part yet, gentlemen. We're going in this together.
I don't want to. It's not a certain dollar amount that they should make, but they should be financially sound, because everybody's situation and circumstance is different. So they should be financially sound and have disposable incomes with whatever your situation is.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Have disposable income. In other words, she don't want a man who's just working to pay bills. She want a man to work, pay bills, and have disposable income that she can use to have fun. More than likely, she's going to want to travel. Disposable income. Oh, man. This one is good. Because what she's doing is she's using all the beautiful terms that make her sound righteous, make her sound normal. She's not saying 6 figures and 6 feet and 6 pack, but he got to look healthy. She's trying to sound normal. But gentlemen, it's the same 666 bullshit, just wrapped in a different skin. That's all it is. All I'm trying to teach you, gentlemen, is that this is the new language. This is the different language women use. But at the end of the day, it's the same crap. I want a man to freaking work his ass off and take care of me. I want a man who's just submissive. Don't freaking tell me no. I don't want him to have a temper. I don't want him to push back at me. And I just want him to give me all of his disposable income after he's paid his bills. The rest is mine. That's the translation of everything she just said.
Okay.
You're in great shape.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm gonna keep you here on the app because we beta testing. But
Okay.
why don't you don't want to go on social media?
Oh Lord, Kendra.
No, it's okay. Listen, I mean, you look good, but I definitely don't. I definitely, here's the deal. I'm not gonna force you because the comments. I mean, one thing I'm gonna tell you, the comments gonna talk about your list. So if you want to stay here, it's fine. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. If I put you on social, they're gonna say, "Dang, her list is long."
But you know what, Kendra? I don't ask for anything that I can't offer. And I know we're gonna get to this question, but I just feel like that I have a lot to offer. And so I don't ask for anything that I can't.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's what.
What are you talking about? You're offering a man another man's seed to take care of. You're offering what are you offering? Because if you're asking a man to come in to take care of all the things that you just freaking described, what are you going to give him all of those things back? You see the double speech and the stupidity that you guys got to listen to? I'm not asking for anything that I can't give back. Really? So you're telling me that you're going to give back everything that you're asking this man to be. I sincerely doubt it, lady. Please try to understand what you're saying. We men over here, we are very critical listeners. We are listening to every word that come out of your mouth. And this shit just don't make sense.
Well, there you have it.
Whatever. Yeah. And typically, like, I never tried to go on the Instagram one just because, like, I'm so shy. Like, I'm so nervous right now.
Okay, we're going to keep you in the app because I ain't even going to hold you. If I put you on social right now, it's going to be a lot. So if you shy, it's fine. We'll stay right here. This is a safe space. And this is another reason I can already tell how many people are willing to join. And this is what I love the most because I do think what happened is what started off so pure got jaded by the internet, right? So there's so many people like you that I know exist that don't want to come on Facebook or don't want to come on YouTube because they don't want to deal with the riffraff of the world. So I understand that. But back to you. All right. We'll keep it here. No pressure.
Kendra, please stop it. Don't want to deal with the riffraff of the world. You bring the most ratchet of ratchet women on your bloody platform. And then when men reject them, you call those men riffraffs of the world. The men online are the market. And when the market rejects the product, you call the market riffraff? Make that shit make sense. Please, make that shit make sense. Because nothing of what you just said made sense. The men are the buyers. How can you say to the buyers, you're all riffraff? You don't want the gems that I have up here. The 4 and 5 baby daddies that these women have. The woman whose husband is in the hospital, so she's trying to find a new man because she don't know if he's going to make it. The woman who just had sex with another man the night before. The woman who just had sex an hour ago and now on a dating app. The man is in the other room. Just keeping it real, Kendra. Those are the quality women that you're bringing on your show, and then you calling the men who call out that bullshit, you calling the men riffraffs. Make that shit make sense. Make it make sense. Unbelievable.
Again, reminder, once this interview was done, she sent me this message asking me to place her interview on social media. So she did change her mind. And again, it's the only reason why you are watching her interview right now because she changed her mind with it being on social media once the interview was done. And it says, Kendra, I was on the beta test show. I would like to have my interview displayed on socials. Name Cash Out. When was your last relationship?
It ended last year.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Last year in July.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
One is a cosmetic flaw. I want to get rid of my gap. I have low tolerance for like certain things, like, so I'm trying to have more patience in that area. And then I
have low tolerance for certain things, so I wanna develop. I gotta replay that.
In that area, low tolerance for like certain things, like, so I'm trying to have more patience in that area. And
I have a low tolerance for certain things, so I gotta have more patience for those things.
I can be picky. Well, I won't say picky, but I could just be like a little probably over selective. So just trying to relax some of those standards.
Okay.
All right. Standard female problem in today's modern society. Women overinflate their own value, thereby looking at all men, especially in the same range that they fall in, as below her. So she's constantly trying to grapple and search for men above her, and those men reject her. They will beat her guts out, but they will reject her for relationships. And she's now woken up and now on the Kendra G show. Did I figure that out correctly? Yes.
All right. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I feel like I'm definitely ready to be a wife. Like, I'm ready to put a lot of the things that I've been learning and researching into just believing in general into practice. I know that I am a good partner and a helpmate in like every sense.
I'm 40 years old with a 14-year-old kid, and I'm now ready to be a wife. Freaking middle-aged woman with another man's child is now ready to be a wife to a new man. 40 years of not having any relationship skills whatsoever. None. Have no idea how to get along with another individual. She's 40 years old and she's ready. She's ready to be a wife because she now knows how to be a wife. I have no experience as a wife, but I'm ready to be a wife at 40. And you can teach me at 40. Get the hell out of here, lady. You think anybody's going to try to teach that freaking tough-ass 40-year-old brain of yours to try to mold that into a wife? And you can't even give me a child? What glue is going to stick you to me? If the strongest glue, another man's child, couldn't keep you with that man, what make you think that any man is going to now come to you where you have no glue at all left? You have no relationship skills. You have another man's child. Your womb is literally closed off. You're literally about to hit perimenopause and going to hit menopause very quickly. What benefit are you to a man?
I'm not combative, but I will hold you accountable. I've done the work to understand who I am, and I'm secure in who
I am not combative, but I will hold you accountable. For what? Something that you don't like? So you're not prepared to take another man's lead. If you're not prepared to take another man's lead, what are you holding him accountable for? So you'll argue just for the sake of arguing? What the hell does that mean? I will hold you accountable. Accountable for what? Gentlemen, listen to the speech.
I am, and I am like completely, I feel like I'm like just like at peace. So that's something that I would be able to offer who I'm in a relationship with. And I'm fun to be around.
Ooh, I love it. What's the age range you would date? You're 40.
That is not a gift for a man. That is your self-healing. You're basically telling me that, hey, you know what? I used to be wounded. I used to be messed up. But I have now healed all of those wounds. All of those wounds now are healed, and I am now a better woman. I got all the scars, but I'm healed. So now I can offer you that. You remember the question was, what are you offering a man? This is why men prefer younger women. They come with less freaking scars and baggage. This 40-year-old thinks that because she has healed herself, she is now a catch for a man.
Ooh, I love it. What's the age range you would date? You're 40.
35 to like maybe 46.
Okay.
Oh, God. I stopped it at 35. Let's hear what else she said.
35 to like maybe 46.
Okay.
35 to 46. This poor woman. So many women out there like this, my friends. A 35-year-old man who's put in the work and worked his ass off, gonna now end up with a what? A 40-year-old woman with a child? You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. I can't even hit the play button to play the rest of this. Just think about what she just said. 35 to 46. A man in his absolute and total prime. He's not at the peak of his earning potential, which usually happens around 50, but he's damn well close to it, but he still has a significant amount of physical prowess. She wants that man. You know what that man wants? He wants a 20-year-old. That man wants a 24 to 28-year-old woman at age 35. And those women are hunting for that man. Some 40-year-old freaking single baby mama gonna come about, God-fearing and blah, blah, blah.
So we got Cash Out Cleveland, 40 Scorpio, is accountant, mom to a 14-year-old, never married, ready to get married.
Yes.
Okay, she's ready to get married. All right, so we're inside the app, so we only got to do contact information.
The rest of it is just Kendra trying to sell her app. Listen, gentlemen, these are the women you're going to encounter. Unfortunately, this is the pickings that you have in America and in the West. This is it. I'm not saying all women are like this, but they're not far off. Whether it's in their thinking or whether they have kids, giving their womb to another man already. And I'm talking to the average men. These are what you have to pick from. The best you can do, my friends, get a passport, go somewhere else. Find much better, traditional, more submissive women that have been taught how to be wives. Okay? My friend, I just thought I'd bring you this quick one. Hit the like button, please, before you leave. Subscribe, and of course, check out my digital products in the description of this video. Okay? So, my friends, until tomorrow, remember, whenever in doubt, always, always ask an older man. See you soon. Cheers.